What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy D, back at you with another video. Alright, so today I thought with the news of Ben retiring and everything else is going on in Steeler Nation, I thought today we would go over my very first Steelers mock draft. Honestly, after this mock draft, I don't think we need to do another one, but I'm obviously going to. As time goes on, things tend to change. Cards subject to change with free agency and the rest of things going on in this wonderful world we call football. So, without further ado, the Devontae Forever, Steelers Forever mock draft. Let's get into it. Now, so the first thing I want you guys to understand about my mock draft is this mock draft is based off us getting a quarterback in free agency. Doesn't matter who, whether it's Jimmy Garoppolo, Aaron Rodgers, Teddy Bridgewater, Marcus Mariota, or whoever in the world. Doesn't matter. I really think that we will be getting a quarterback in free agency. God forbid it will not be Dwayne Haskins, or God forbid it won't be Mason Rudolph. So I got us getting some reinforcements. But also, in this draft, I actually think that Stephon Tuitt, sadly, is also awaiting retirement from the things he's going through, which is completely understandable. Totally, my heart still goes out to him and his family and his loved ones. So if he does retire, it would be very sad, but also will put the Steelers in a massive hole to try to crawl out of. So without further ado, my very first pick in this draft for the Steelers, in my opinion, should be Jordan Davis. Why? Because out of all the other options we were thinking about, maybe out of Linderbaum or Penning or Trevor Penning or something like that. I think his last name is Trevor Penning. But outside of him, Jordan Davis is one of the best players in this college draft. He is disgusting. Why? He is 6'6", 300 plus. That shit is ridiculous. Okay, the fact that his speed alone deserves to be on the Steelers defense. So can imagine him as our legit true nose tackle, which we really haven't had that great of a nose tackle since Javon Hargrave. The reason why he got all that money to go to Philly. So I think he could be like that next generational talent on our Steelers line, especially with the guidance of Tyson Alulu and Cam Heyward. You crazy? What? You put him on our D-line too? Crazy. At first I really wasn't sure about. I really didn't think we needed D-line because we didn't have Tyson Alulu or Stephon Tuitt. But the fact that Stephon Tuitt, the rumor is that he might retire. Yeah, if he retires, we're definitely gonna have to go draft a D tackle to get that defense back together and back whole in the run game, like Steelers normally do. Never really have this bad of a run game. Shut the run down, especially in our division with running backs like Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt. Oh my God, the Baltimore Ravens as a whole. J.K. Dobbins, Lamar Jackson, and then you also got Joe Mixon. Yeah, nah, we got to get it together. So without further ado, he's my number one pick. It's kind of very simple. Jordan Davis is that guy. Now, with my second round pick, I went with Daniel Faalele. If I said your name right, I hope I said your name right. This man, left tackle, Minnesota. This dude is ridiculous, okay? This dude is 6'9", 380. What is that? I was watching tape of him earlier. His speed and his get off the ball is ridiculous. And the one thing that sticks out to me about him is absolute physicality. He beats people up. Watching him in the run game was just beating people up. And that's something I appreciate. And I think that's something that is missing on our offensive line. Out of everything we talk about, that was the one thing that was missing the most, was having an offensive line that just wants to punch somebody in the face. And definitely 1000% he is our guy. I think he is an absolute steal. And there's another person in this list. There's two other people actually in this list. I think it would be great steals and be wonderful for our team. But I think he could be a great answer at left or right tackle. Doesn't matter to me. Because he played right tackle in college, but I think he is great. I think he could be a great addition to our offensive line, especially if we get Chuksap out of here. So our next guy that I looked at for their number 3 pick, Quay Walker, linebacker, Georgia. The reason why I picked him is very simple. It's because he plays with speed. His speed is ridiculous. His closing was ridiculous. I really like his speed. I know there's other great Georgia linebackers. Honestly, I can just see us grabbing at least one of them because of how bad our inside linebackers were this year between Devin Bush and Heyward. They weren't the greatest. So in that case, and Spillane, Spillane's okay. Great backup, honestly. Great, love him as a backup. Starter, not so much. So with that being said, I really like Quay Walker. I like his intensity he brings. I like the speed he brings. So that's why I picked him. Number 4, Marquis Hayes, guard, Oklahoma. I picked him because who knows what we'll do with Trey Turner. I hope we re-sign Trey Turner. If not, I hope they spend a lot of money on like Brandon Sheriff or somebody of that great nature. We need a guard. Damn sure need a guard. I like Dotson. I don't care if he plays left guard or right guard. Doesn't matter to me. We still need a guard. Period. Still need a guard. And the reason why I like Marquis Hayes is because he's fast and downhill. His get off is very fast. He's very aggressive, very tough, very mental, has a lot of very great physicality. And I want the Steelers to go back to beating people up. Why? Because we play in a division where we beat people up. We have one of the toughest divisions in football every single year. Our division is based off physicality, and I really want the Steelers to go back to that. I think he'd be a great addition to our team, especially with the speed he brings and the power he brings. Number 5, Jarrett Patterson, center, Notre Dame. Now, I really like Jarrett Patterson because I think he can end up being our replacement to Kendrick Green. I like his toughness. I like his physicality, and you realize a lot of Notre Dame guys have a lot of physicalness, a lot of talent, and I like their aggressiveness. Like even when you look at like a receiver like Chase Claypool, the reason why I really like Chase Claypool, besides the foolishness, is because like he's an aggressive receiver. I like receivers who like to block and punch and push people in the face. I like receivers who like to go and make aggressive catches. So I think Notre Dame recruits always strike me as somebody to look at because of how physical they play. And I really think that he can make a lot of a big difference into everything that Kendrick Green couldn't. Like Kendrick Green just doesn't, he plays mean sometimes. I need somebody who can play mean all the time and hold up. I think the biggest problem with Kendrick Green is his weight. He's not big enough to play center. And Jarrett Patterson won't have a problem. I think he could be a great steal in this draft because not a lot of people, he's in the class of Linderbaum, I think not a lot of people are going to look at him. He's very slept on. I think he could be a steal. The next steal in this draft for me is my guy, Kennedy Brooks, running back, Oklahoma. The reason why I took a running back instead of receiver is because Najee needs help. Lord knows Najee needs help. The man had over 300 touches this year. That's ridiculous. He could be the guy. I think Kennedy Brooks, when you watch his tape, the first thing you will see on his tape, absolute finesse. Dog plays with 100% finesse. Dude can move left and right. He can cut left and right. He kind of reminds me of a young Le'Veon Bell, which I don't think Najee can do it. I think Najee's a great all-around back, but I feel like we need a guy who has speed and finesse. I like his patience in the hole. So like, if I could describe it, it would be Tony Pollard. Then you got Zeke. But just imagine Zeke was younger and tougher. Like imagine the old Zeke, to be honest with you. So I think that kind of tandem with them two would be great, because in 2022, 2023, 2024, and go on and on and on, no matter who's the quarterback, I think we will be a better team if we just run the ball on everybody. Run the ball, north and south, and go back to an old Steelers team until we can at least find our next franchise quarterback who can throw the ball 30 times a game and shit like that. Until then, run the ball. That should be the game plan every single week with whoever our quarterback is, unless it's Aaron Rodgers. Run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. Number 7. Now my number 7 pick, I'm going to surprise a lot of people, but I feel like this is a pick I can 100% see the Steelers making because they tend to do this a lot. Connor Heyward, tight end, Michigan. Literally, obviously, if you don't know, his brother is Cam Heyward, the GOAT Cam Heyward. His dad is, both their dad is Craig Ironwood Heyward. Great guy, great tight end, running back, fullback, whatever, H-back, whatever you want to call him. Very physical, very physical, just like his brother. Very athletic. Went from running back to tight end. He's a big, stocky dude, but he's very athletic. I watched a tape of him hurdling somebody, which was ridiculous. I think he could bring a very different feel than to what we have with Patty Fry and Zach Gentry. I think Gentry is a good blocker, but like not the greatest in the pass games. Not the greatest. I mean, and I think like if you use, I think a tandem with him and Pat Freiermuth would be a great blend, since we're probably going to end up letting go of Eric Ebron. So I think them two together would be a great tandem that could help whoever our quarterback ends up being out a lot, especially with his physicality. And I think because of how versatile he is, I think Pittsburgh would be the perfect place for him to grow. And I think our skill and our our community will bring the best out of him, especially with his brother there who can give him pointers on how to survive in the NFL. I think that tandem would work out great. So I did no trades in this draft. I think we just went straight through with picks I think give the Steelers the best chance to win. Now, with these picks, I think we would be a very more run-based team, which I'm praying we become because of how bad we ran the ball in the last 2 years. So I think these would be the best steps in the direction of running the ball. Now, we struggled on defense with the run defense. That's why I got Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis could be a great position player for us, and I think he is the answer to our prayers as one of the next generational talents for our defense. So the rest would be in free agency. Now, if you didn't see my free agency video, I'm gonna expect you guys to go watch that one. So you guys will see probably why I didn't draft a receiver, because we need a veteran receiver in my opinion, because our guys are very young. So we need a guy who's somewhat established, been in the league a long time, who can be like that true leader in the receiving group. Until a guy like Juju is a little bit ready. Juju, I'm not saying Juju's not ready, but like, no, at least not for now. But yeah, guys, so that's my list. Let me know if you guys like the prospects I chose, or if you guys have any other prospects that I need to look at or I need to talk about, or you guys like a little bit better. Let me know. So until the next time, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for listening. Like, comment, and subscribe. Until then, it's been your boy D. Till forever.